Okay, so we're gonna quickly do a hard frost. I'm just gonna get right into it. A frost came in the night and stole my world. Okay, so basically the frost is basically a thief. It's being compared to a thief who steals or who stole the poet's world and left this changeling for it. So a changeling is a baby that is secretly left to change another. A precocious, so that is a child that has the attributes of an adult at an early age, so like a very mature child. Image of spring, too brilliant to be true. So now what the poet is saying that this frost came in the night and basically stole the image of his world and left something else in its place. And he left the image of spring, and it's too brilliant to true, so it's unreal. So basically what he's saying is obviously because frost is winter, it is winter time, but the image that this frost left was an image of spring. White lilac on the window pane. So here he's saying that the frost on the window pane looks like a white lilac. Each grass blade furred like a catkin. So the grass blades have frost on it and it looks like a catkin. Maydrift loading the hedge. So the same here. The hedge looks like it has Maydrift on it. The elms behind the house are elms no longer, but blossomers in crystal, stems of the mist. So basically this has, obviously spring has flowers, and this frost has left such an image of flowery spring that hangs yet in the valley below, amorphous. So that's like shapeless mist, as the blind tissue whence creation formed. So life is said to emerge. It's like a whole different image. The sun looks out and the fields blaze with diamonds. So the sun shining on the frost gives an image of diamonds. So it's the image of the reflected sun. Mockery spring. Okay, so fake spring. To lend this bridal gear. So obviously it's like white, frosty, that kind of thing. Looks like diamonds, hence bridal gear. For a few hours to a raw country maid. Okay, so basically now what is being said is that this frost is kind of like when you give your bridal or you give bridal gear to a raw country maid, so like a poor person, and they look so good on their wedding, but then the rest of the time they don't look good. So it's kind of like saying this fake spring looks good now, but it's not actually spring. So the frost is the new clothing for the fields. Then leave her all disconsolate with old fairings. So she's very unhappy of Anconite and Snowdrop. No, not her, amid this flounce and filigree of death. Okay, so it's a poison. This is a poisonous root, and it's exaggerated and ornamental. Is the real transformation scene in progress? But deep below, where the frost, warring the stiff clods, unclenches their grip on the seed, lets the future breathe. So now what is being said is that the real spring is underneath the ground, obviously in the soil, where the seeds are getting ready to sprout for spring. So although there are noticeable changes above the ground, the real changes are happening below. Okay, so this poem basically gives a very evocative picture of the landscape. It's a bit of a disapproving tone when you talk about the bridal gear. It has a theme of appearance, versus reality, and the hope for a new life and a new future. Because basically this poem touches on what you see is not always how it is.